guys, I'm back again. I just wanted to show you a very cool little pedal that is super affordable. This one I bought used and it was really affordable. But yeah, you can find the Nobels ODR-1 and ODR-Mini, the new versions, not the original ODR-1 that is commanding huge money at this point. It's been kind of made famous by scores of session players in Nashville and Los Angeles, all over the place. It's a very cool pedal, and they started kind of reissuing them and kind of playing around with the circuit a little bit. This is the Nobels ODR-Mini. Super small footprint, has a true bypass. The other cool thing is that these little knob pointers here are actually luminescent, glow in the dark, which is cool. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you kind of some of the sounds it can make here outside of a mix. I'm using a Fender Strat. This is a custom shop hardtail, and the amplifier is an older Ampeg Jet. The Ampeg Jet is like a kind of like a Tweed Deluxe size, 2.6V6. It's only about 12 watts. But it's a nice kind of a baseline, place to start with one of these overdrive pedals. Here's the neck pickup on the Strat. Here's some more sounds. Let me get a little more volume here for you. So, a little bright, but here's the Nobels, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it at 12 o'clock for everything. There's a simple drive control and a level control. There's a spectrum control, and without me reading exactly what they're saying, it's a type of a tone control. I'd say that it tends to be in the highs and the high mids, or what you're hearing kind of happen. It's not the most bass heavy pedal in the world. There are, I think the ODR-1, the standard size one, there is a bass cut switch or bass boost switch, something of the sort. But this one just has that straight spectrum control. But here it is, engaged with everything at 12 o'clock. Dial in a little bit. So we have, I'll keep the drive where it's at. Let me just show what this spectrum knob does. So this is all the way off. See, there's a huge difference in volume. Maybe it's perceived by EQ, but take a listen to quiet. It's a huge difference. Let me see if I can dial that back a bit with the level control. And I'm gonna kind of dime up the spectrum a little bit and the drive, and just bring back the levels. It's a little more usable. it's definitely its own unique circuit, and with those highs and those high mids that it can produce, it may seem a little brash in person, but as far as sitting in a mix, it's pretty impressive. Here's one other kind of setting I kind of like, was to bring the drive to it so it's barely back on. And I actually use, the way I'm using this thing currently is I'm driving a semi kind of driven amp, and I use this for, maybe some solo or lead channel. But I set it so the level control is very high, and the drive is barely on, and the spectrum is actually pretty open too. And again, this might be crazy for this clean amp, but I'll give you an idea. See, there's a lot of different sounds, and for something that's in the sub $100, sub probably $80 range, you can get a super pro sounding overdrive that works great for live use and for home practice. Great value, considering that an ODR-1, an original one, they're commanding absurd prices, the $500 and up at this point, probably even more at this point. Yeah, thanks for checking it out.